Hey everyone, so today's video is just basically all about what is new at Sephora. So I went on the Sephora app, I looked at all the stuff that had just arrived, and I'm like, hey, I have been using some of the stuff for a while. I can definitely do like little mini reviews on them for you guys and let you know what's worth it and what's not. To be honest though, I have been pretty impressed with a lot of things that have been newly released lately. But if you guys enjoy these types of videos, please give them a thumbs up so that way I know to keep doing them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and find out if these new products are worth it or not. Okay, so first up on the list is the new Cojan Dough Aqua Foundation. This actually was reformulated. I did a video where I tested this out on my skin, so I will have that link down below if you guys want to check that out. I've been doing a ton of testing out new makeup videos, so definitely like put on the notification bell for those. This is what the old version looks like right here. And then this is the new one right here. So I have 3 different shades here of the new one. This one is 143, which I use when I am self-tan. This one is 013, which I use when I am fair. And then between my self-tans, I use 123 right here. First off, this foundation retails for $67. It is a little pricey, I know, but to me, I think it's definitely worth it. I've repurchased the original so many times. I'm obsessed with this foundation. So I was really skeptical when I heard that they reformulated it. It definitely does have a little bit more coverage than the original, but it's still very lightweight on the skin, and I think it's really nice. I think it's great for all skin types. If you are oily, it will get oily throughout the day on you, so just make sure you set it, make sure you blot it. But if you're dry in combination, I think you will definitely love it. I love it. I like the new formula. I like it that it has a little bit more coverage, but it's still not full coverage to where it's gonna cover everything, because you can still see my acne scars through it. But I love it for an everyday foundation because my skin loves it too. Like, my skin does not break out from it. My skin is very sensitive and acne prone, and it does not break out from this. Next up, we have a setting powder, and I'm actually gonna compare a few other setting powders with it too, but this is the new Marc Jacobs Beauty. This is the Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. I was so excited to see this collection launch during the VIB sale. I have been waiting for it. I love the coconut stuff. I think it's amazing. I really want to try out the primer. I need to get my hands on the primer. But this setting powder is just a translucent setting powder. It retails for $44. It has a netting right here, as you can see. This powder is really good for all skin types, but I have to say I really like it for dry skin, because now that my skin is dry, this one definitely works for me. There are some powders that will really kind of like build up or break up foundation, or will make it look really powdery on there. That's just because they're just too dry for your skin. But my tip, as always, is when you get done doing your makeup, always use a setting spray to melt everything together. It takes away that powdery look. But I want to compare it to some other ones because this one does not have that much product in it, which is like the downside. It has a total of 0.28 ounces in it. And then I wanted to compare it to a bunch of like other powders that I have been using. I have the Too Faced Born This Way right here, and I use this one every single day. This has been one of my go-tos. And this one has 0.56 ounces in it, and it retails for $32. This one is actually the cheapest out of all of them and has a good amount of product in it. And I think it's great for all skin types too. I use it right now and I've been dry. I used it when I was oily and it was just great too. Another cult favorite is the Laura Mercier, and this one you get like the most amount of setting powder in it. You get 1 full ounces in here, so this definitely has the most product in it. This one retails for $38. This one isn't too bad either, but I do find that this one can be a little bit too drying for my skin right now because I am so dry. I think it's amazing with oily combination skin. I loved it, but now that my skin's getting a little bit drier, I think it might be a little too drying for me, but I still use it every so often. I just don't bake with it, and I just like dust it off like immediately. Another powder that is new at Sephora is this one right here. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This one retails for $46, and it has a total of 0.36 ounces in it. So this is $2 more than the Marc Jacobs Beauty, and it has a little bit more product in it as well. I think this is also another really good one for dry skin, which is, come on, dry skin and powder is kind of hard to put together, but when you find the right one, you want to stick with it. So this is what the packaging looks like right here. I think it's very luxurious. I love the packaging on this one. It's really, really pretty, and the powder feels great too. It just feels like silk. This is another dope for me as well, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys like the price difference and like how much product you get in it. I have to say the best bang for your buck that is good for all skin types is definitely the Too Faced one. But if you have oily and combination skin, then you would really love Laura Mercier. I've been using this one for how long now? Like six years. I've been using this one for 6 years. This is insane. I was using this one before anyone ever talked about it on YouTube. I've been using it since I was a teacher. And one of my co-teachers actually got me onto Laura Mercier. I hope that this quick little mini review kind of helped you guys about all these powders. Just kind of like threw that in there. Next up from NARS, we have the Afterglow Lip Balm in Orgasm. So they came out with the whole Orgasm collection, which is absolutely beautiful. I have been obsessed with this lip balm. It retails for $28, so I know it's pricey, but I think the packaging is gorgeous and the product inside is absolutely amazing. I use this one nonstop. It's very moisturizing, leaves just a light tint to the lips. See that light pink tint? Just leaves a light pink tint to the lips. It makes them look just healthy, and I think it's perfect for the summertime. When it's hot outside, we don't really want to wear like, you know, the mattifying lipsticks because we just feel dry and crusty and gross. You just want something moisturizing. And I love this just because I love the tint that it gives to my lips and I love the way that it makes them feel. So this has been going everywhere with me lately. I know it's pricey, but I think it's worth it. All right, so we have another new foundation that just hit the market that is not available in stores yet, but you can get it online. And this is the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation right here. This retails for $29, which I think is really reasonable. It has 1 fluid ounce in it, and I'm actually wearing this on my skin right now. I actually just filmed a review for it, and I'm definitely taking it with me on my trip, which I think this video is actually gonna go live after I get back from my trip, so definitely check out my vlog channel because I plan on doing a wear test in the heat in South Dakota with this foundation. But so far, so good. I actually really like it. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It definitely blurs out the skin. I'm not wearing a primer with it. It had a slight dewy finish to it, even though it says it's like supposed to be natural matte. But when I set it, it definitely gives you that more of that matte look, but I think it's beautiful. And I have really dry skin, so it worked out for me really well. It has a light to medium buildable coverage. I definitely believe that it's buildable. And I think it's definitely lightweight on the skin. The one thing I don't like about it is the packaging. I want to grab one that kind of like exploded. Here we go. So you can kind of see right here how messy the packaging can be. That is definitely a big down part. I kind of want them, oh, this is gonna get everywhere. I kind of want them to change the packaging already, just because this little squeezy tube, sometimes the product just bust out of it even when it's just sitting down. Like, I don't know if it was because it came in the mail and it was moved around a lot, but it just kind of comes out and it leaks. So that's one thing I don't really like about the packaging. And again, feel free to go check out my review on this and then go check out my vlog channel for more of a wear test on it. But so far, so good. Impressed with it. The only con, packaging. All right, so next up we have a mascara, and this one is from Milk Makeup. This is the Kush Mascara, and this one retails for $24. I actually tested this out in a video. I liked it in the video, but I've been using it every day since, and I just want to read what it says on here. It says it's a high volume mascara with nourishing cannabis oil, thickening heart-shaped fibers, and pure pigments for a clump-free, intense black finish. So I definitely have to agree with the fact that it is clump-free. I haven't noticed any clumps from it, but I would not say it's high volume at all. Honestly, I feel like it just coats my lashes. It doesn't add volume, it doesn't add length, doesn't add anything to it. I think it's really nice if I'm like setting, you know, lashes on top of it, but by itself, I'm not that impressed with. Like, I'm not noticing high volume, you know, lashes from it. It just looks like I just don't have light lashes. It looks like I have black lashes. So that's like the one down part about it. So I honestly don't think it's worth it. And I think there's better mascaras out on the market. What I recommend is the Benefit Roller Lash. That is one of my favorite mascaras of all time. But yeah, this one just didn't do it for me. It was just, I don't know. It's just a good mascara to put before you put on false lashes. Okay, so next up we have an eyeshadow palette, and this one is from Marc Jacobs Beauty. This is the Iconic Multi-Finish Eye Palette, and this is in 790 Fantasine. This one retails for $49. You get a total of 7 shadows in here. This is what it looks like. I've used this a couple times. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't think it's worth the money. I actually prefer the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette right here. This one retails for $45, which is $4 cheaper than the Marc Jacobs, and you actually get 7 more eyeshadows over here. So you get 7 here, you get 14 here. So this is her palette right here, and then this is that one. So it's actually like there's some similar shades in here. It's not like identical, of course, but I feel like the same kind of looks I could create with this palette that I could create with this one, and I love the quality of these ones a little bit more. So this one is a no for me. I think it's a pass. I don't think it's worth the money. And if you really love these colors, I would definitely go for Laura Lee's palette. This one has been traveling with me everywhere I go. I'm obsessed with it. I definitely recommend it. I think she did an amazing job on this palette. So this one, this one, yeah. Okay, so last but not least, we have the new Makeup Forever. These are the Artist Color Pencils right here. These things are so cool. They retail for $18, but what's great about them is that you can use them all over the face. You don't just use them for the lips. You can use them on the eyes, for eyeshadow, eyeliner. You can use them on the cheeks. You can do anything you want with them, which is great, so they're safe for everywhere. I only use them on the lips, but I love them. I think the quality of them is amazing. They're pigmented, they glide on. They're not too creamy, but they're not too dry. I think it's awesome. My favorite color that I definitely recommend is the Completely Sepia 602. This is what it looks like. Such a pretty nude color. Like, I love this one. This one has been going with me everywhere. Another good one right here is Anywhere Caffeine, which is 600. So this one kind of reminds me of like MAC, like Spice or MAC Strip Down, somewhere between those two. But love these pencils, highly recommend them. All right, so those are a bunch of products that are new at Sephora with some quick little mini reviews. I hope you guys found this video helpful to kind of see like, oh, I want to try this out, or oh, I want to pass on that. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more of these, like more frequently. I also want to do some for like Ulta Beauty too. So yeah, just let me know what you want to see down below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and happy shopping to everyone, and I'll see you guys in my next video.